we can set it.
Okay, so I kind of figured that having the robot, like, compact will make it easier to navigate through things and stuff like that instead of having it really big. So I've kind of, like, I guess that's kind of, like, what it would look like, I don't know, when it's driving around pretty much. And then the wheels on it would be, like, the ones with the other little wheels on top of it. You know, the ones, I don't know what they're called. Like these ones.
Omnidirectional.
Yeah, these ones here. Just so, like, you know, it's easy to make, like, adjustments to where, like, the bot is. These ones. Just so, you know, I guess it would make it easier to, like, make corrections on the bot. So there'll be, like, you know, 4 wheels there and then one in the middle, obviously going the other way. So that, you know, if the bot needs to go, like, this way a bit more, it can do that easily without having to, like, rotate itself. And then, so when it gets... Oh, yeah, this, like, crossed out bit so the pole can go into it, by the way. So it'll kind of look like this, that the pole can get inside and there'll be, like, spits on the other side just as, like, you know, to hold down the platform pretty much. So then, yeah, when it gets inside the pole, I guess I made it that it's a bit of a scaffold so it can go up. Obviously, I don't really know how stable this would be. I guess that's a bit of a flaw, but we can work around that if we go with this idea. I guess, yeah, doing that, I don't know, we can, like, control the height that it's going to go, like, up the pole. So, you know, if the arm gets really big, we can always just, I don't know, control the height of it. Yeah, so the way that I'm thinking that the claw could work, so this bit, like, the first thing you need to do is, like, actually, like, grip onto the pole and bring it down. So I figured there could be, I don't really know how this would work. I don't really know the mechanics of this, but, like, I guess the claw could be extendable, if that makes sense. So it can, like, you know, reach out and grab the pole and bring it back down, like, with only moving, like, one part of it, if that makes sense. And then I guess to rotate it, I figured we could have, like, something like this. So, like, a big gear that goes into the pole and then, like, another little gear that's connected to the claw that will, like, with a motor obviously will rotate along it, and then the gear can re-extend and push the pole back up. And I guess I said the colour sensor handle, so I don't really know how that would work. Again, like, would we fix a colour sensor onto the handle? I'm not really sure. But, yeah, that's kind of what I've got.
Nice. I have a question.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, Hamish, what's your question?
How are you going to power, like, the arm that grabs onto the lever? Like, what motor are you going to use to grab onto the actual pole?
Like a small one? I don't know.
Don't be bogged down by technical details, Hamish.
What?
You think I know? I don't know the type of motors that we supplied with.
We've got the arm. Right, how do we grab onto it?
I don't look.
That's not that hard to do.
Hamish, I don't know the types of motors that we'd be using. So.
Hey, Zara, I share your concern.
With the stability of it.
The stability of that platform. There's 2 things holding that onto the base.
Well,
I'm assuming you're going to have one
on each side.
Use something light for
There's
the
like 2
square
poles
on top, and it shouldn't be that bad.
Now, good point. Will, Alex, what were you trying to say?
If you were to use like some kind of a lighter material and use the metal to keep it held up, then stability would be less of an issue.
Probably,
it would still be a problem, but just less problematic.
If you're
having the claw in the middle as well would probably keep it more stable.
Yeah.
Like when you're breaking it up, the stuff has got to be light on top, because you're not going to be able to quite get you're not going to be able to lift it up if the stuff on top is heavy. And also the higher you go up, the less of it's got of a base, which means that it's just inevitably going to get.
I mean,
less.
to be honest, it doesn't really need, like, the whole platform. It could just be raised on a claw.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think the idea though of having the color sensor directly, like something directly on the claw to see if the handles like open or close, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So,
Not sure.
sorry, good point, Owen. Zara, can you see the gear section you've got a third away from the bottom of the page on the right?
Yeah.
Can you explain where that gear is?
What do you mean?
So can you point with your pen?
This one?
Yes. So how does that work?
So I was kind of thinking, so the larger one would obviously like, you know, go into the pole. And then I guess there can be a motor powering this one here.
So will that move around?
Yeah, so a motor will make it turn, and make it spin around.
So are you saying that the main gear is locked onto the pole, and then you're
Yeah.
talking about the claw going around that pole then? Is that
Yeah,
what you mean?
pretty much.
It's kind of clever.
So I guess, you know, it doesn't have to, it can just stay stationary as it moves, pretty much.
It also means that you have almost not unlimited torque, but you're going to be rotating around the pole.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good. Any other comments?
No, it's good.
Riley, have you got anything? All good? Alex?
I think that lifting the claw up with the metal things is a good idea because it gives us a lot more control of the position of the claw, so it's a lot easier to pull off the pulling down motion.
So you're going to the pole, is that what you mean? You're lifting the whole mechanism up, so all your machinery can go up to the pole, is that what you mean? Rather
Yeah,
than
because it
having
makes it a
long
lot easier. So it's not just the claw doing all the work. It's also you can lift the claw upwards and downwards. You're not just waving it around, I guess.
Fair enough. Any other comments? It's pretty good. Good idea. Alright, Zara, can you stop the recording? And